Hello, welcome to Karma on Deck. I'm Karma. This is your Aquarius and Aquarius Moon reading for the week of June 20th. We're already moving along with this summertime. Thought it was going to be hotter than it is, and it's been a beautiful 70-something out the last couple days, and I've enjoyed it immensely. I love the summertime. I love me some sunshine. Let's give these a quick shuffle before I get to playing. And let's take a look at what energy is affecting you this week. How are you feeling? How are you holding up? We're having to play with things differently because my app is messing up for broadcasting on more than one platform. So it's one at a time, guys, one at a time. YouTube and Facebook right now, and then I'll try a little Instagram later. All right, here we go. Aquarius, this is for you. Four of Coins. Five of Swords, Knight of Wands, the Magician. All right, so I have to bear the question. Aquarius Moon. Now Moon, sorry, Aquarius. I'm an Aquarius Moon, so let me just take that out of the equation. So Aquarius Sun right now, we have you looking for, I wonder why this felt so familiar. Aquarius in my energy, I think. So initially, there's a little bit of energy that comes up around money. So wanting to bring money into your sphere. We've got this four of coins. How am I going to bring these coins in so I can use them? How am I going to bring benefit into the household, etc.? We also have conflict. We've got the Five of Swords, right? So this is a group conflict or cross swords with someone. And then you've got the Knight of Wands. What bears the question here with the Knight of Wands, because it's paired very closely with the Magician here, we've got the Knight of Wands, which is impulsive behavior. Now, what happens when we're impulsive? We lose our temper, we cry, we make snap decisions, we buy something we normally wouldn't. We take a day off when we needed the money, right? Or we pick up a shift we didn't really want. In either case, right? Hi, Norma. Hi, Monty. So we've got the Knight of Wands. So it bears the question, Aquarius, are you being impulsive? I wouldn't say this is entirely emotionally, but I want to show you this combination of three. So I wish you could see these on my YouTube. So we've got the Knight of Wands, right? And then right on next to it is the Magician. So the Magician really references go time, like action, go time, no more dress rehearsal, time to play the game, time to speak up, most especially because Mercury, the Magician, is all about communication. And so have you been impulsive with your communication? And then we have this emotional card following all of that. Now this is your back row. This is the foundation of the cards moving forward. So with the Seven of Cups in play, are you feeling overwhelmed at all? This is emotional overwhelm where you're feeling as if you've got too many things pulling on your senses at once. So again, we're going to do this whole theme of the week that I was talking to Sagittarius and Scorpio about, learning to say no. Like maybe your overwhelm is because you've been giving too much and you haven't really put the brakes on. But this Seven of Cups is emotion, like not even like giving too much, but learning to say no. Like sometimes we say yes to stupid shit and then we're like overwhelmed because we didn't really think it through and we just wanted to. But this is where we learn to renegotiate. So we have the Seven of Cups. We have the King of Swords as well. King of Swords, High Priestess, Queen of Cups, and the Devil. All right, so now the Devil card, Tarot Fellow was just talking about the Devil card today, which I love it. If you're looking closely enough, the Devil card can be one or two things. It can be the thing that vexes you or an awareness of places in which you know you need improvement. Some really bad habits. They can be literally anything from Netflix to alcohol or cocaine, right? Lying, even arguing, bad attitude, temper. The Devil card has to do with addiction, substances, backsliding, bad behavior, etc. Sometimes the Devil can also be the things that we're tied to and tethered to. That's why addiction, substances, etc. have the kind of influence that they do, because we're tethered and we're bound to them. That's why almost every Devil card has the chains. Things we're bound to, things we're stuck to by choice. For some of us, it's our spouse. Sorry, that just slipped out. But anyways, so I would hazard a guess that a lot of you are feeling pretty emotional right now. There's a lot of cups in here, but most especially with the High Priestess, the Magician, and the Seven of Cups. So this is overwhelming emotion, right? And you're feeling a little bit as if you can't get out of the situation. Or you haven't, well, not even get out of the situation, right? We've got the 8 of Swords. And if you look here, the 8 of Swords has a little home dude with blinders on. And because he has the blinders on, he can't see that there is really a way out or through or around these swords that are here. But instead, his blinders have him feeling as if I can't move forward because I can't see. So what do we need to do is slow down, because you have both cards for overwhelm. Too much action, too much emotion, too much pressure, too many people watching you. So who's watching you? Who's looking at what your behavior is and what you're doing? That's making you feel so on the spot, Aquarius. Now they're all messed up. Oh yeah, this one goes up here. So pressure's making you feel a little uncomfortable right now. You're shifting into a much better phase, though, I can promise you. Well, I don't make promises. Let me take that back. I can just say that the cards are showing us victory, movement, a little more, even though it's attention, better attention, okay? Because we have the Sun card, so a little bit more attention on you that isn't so much of the pressure. Now, you have the High Priestess involved. So the High Priestess has to do with your spirituality, secrets even. So on a side note, just for the sake of being broad spectrum and not going to just the emotional, superficial, well, it's not exactly superficial, but going deeper, but some of these meanings can be literal. But we have the High Priestess and the Devil card and the Queen of Cups. And sometimes that configuration tells us that our brain is on something that we kind of get a feeling about. This would be the example of we have this funky emotion. We're feeling all frustrated and insecure around our husband or wife or our partner, and we feel like we're being cheated. We're feeling that we have some jealousy that we're not used to. And then our emotions, Queen of Cups. And then we have the Devil card. And then the High Priestess, which is our intuition. So there's a little bit of something in there that's for me to tell you to dig deeper. Always trust your intuition. Now, it may not be your partner cheating, but they may be keeping something from you. You know, they have cancer. I mean, it doesn't mean that they're cheating, but your gut is telling you something's off. Trust that implicitly. Like immediately, as soon as we feel that feeling, we assume it's something someone's doing wrong. But we do have the Devil card, which says that somebody may not being honest. So dig a little deeper. Don't be afraid to ask the hard questions. If this is somebody that's involved with you intimately, or if someone that makes decisions on your behalf, or, you know, if you feel like your boss is hiring someone else and you're training them and you're like, where am I going though? Like, ask the hard questions. I will say that the overwhelm is going away, though. You have the 7 of Wands, so you're taking action, but you're just not sure which one to take. We have the 6 of Cups, which is celebration, so you've got some things coming toward the end of the week, so maybe it's just your work week that you have to get through. And also you have the King of Swords, so victory is nice. So victory is almost guaranteed with the King of Swords. However, it means there's work yet to be done. You've won the war, now you must win the peace, so to speak. Sorry, that was a little heavy, Aquarius. Let's move on to your Aquarius Moon. To book your one-on-one, visit karmaondeck.com. There is also a lot of fun things going on over there. The spiritual mentorship, the Tarot 101, and also my 8-week meditation course. You really want to get that locked in because that is the key to everything else. If you can learn to meditate, you don't need energy work because you'll understand your energy body. If you learn to meditate, your tarot deck will start popping. If you learn to meditate, you'll understand your astrology. If you learn to meditate, you'll understand your intuition and what your intuition is actually trying to say. You'll hear the sound of your own voice. If you don't learn it from me, at least just practice, try, start. Meditation is the key, the gateway to intelligent infinity. So that's my favorite thing to teach because I love to see people take off, and I never know what they're going to catch up with. I never know if they're going to catch up and all of a sudden pop psychic in the middle of the mentorship, right? Hi, Michelle. All right, let's look at Aquarius Moon real quick. This is your, so I'm taking an astrology year 1 class. There's more. It's kicking my ass, but let me tell you, I'm learning so much, and I've never been so excited about learning a modality or information in my life, but forgot what I was going to say. Oh yeah, Moon. So our moon is emotions, Moon is Cancer, and Moon is also our circumstance. So when you listen to your moon reading, think of your moon sign and plug yourself in play here and see if it doesn't work for you. So Aquarius Moon, how are you thinking, feeling, and what is your circumstance surrounding these environments? What environment are you in? Hopefully that helps. For those of you that don't know your trifecta. And also you should be looking at your rising sign instead of your sun sign for your horoscope. Here we go. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. Why do I feel like this was yesterday's reading all over again? All right, so we have the Five of Swords again, so conflict might be a little part of the game for you. Four of Swords, you're isolating a little bit, just letting you know if you don't already know that. Do you do it when you feel like you need space? Or if you're going through something? Aquarius, are you the type to shut things off so you don't have an audience? This is pretty common. People are like, I haven't heard from my friend. I'm like, you need to check on your friend if they go quiet. Usually, you know, the abuser is getting more abusive and nobody wants an audience for that. Or someone's going through depression. These are the times where you just do a little knock on the door and check on your friends. That's the Four of Swords. I call this Snow White. Or ghosting, when someone goes super quiet. So are you doing this right now? It's not a good or bad thing. Just notice if you're pulling back from, you know, experiencing other people and wanting to be social because you need some privacy. If it's just that, do so. But if it's isolation, take another look at that too, because that's a slippery slope to the big D, depression, right? I combat that daily by action. It's taken me a lot of years to find that action, but yes, the makeup goes on. Yes, I listen to music. Yes, I take an aura bath because I refuse to step one little toe back in that pool. It's taken me that far to get this far, that long to get this far. But the Four of Swords is Snow White. Like, you need the perfect environment for somebody to reach out to you right now. Like, it better be an emergency. My son calling me 2 times the other day, back to back. And I was like, boy, you better be in prison. Calling me like that. Better be an emergency. So just know that this next week you might have some turning points with your money and your romance, okay? Well, love and emotions. Ace of Pentacles and Ace of Cups, both of which are pivots. You got to think of aces as that pivot point between the minors and the majors. So they have just as much energy as the majors, if not more in some respects, because they're individualized. I see the King of Cups and the Nine of Cups. Again, you have this overwhelm. So my best friend says it all the time, if it's heavy, put it down. Do we take breaks often enough, or do we just power through thinking that strength, endurance, and surviving is some badge of, ooh, swear words are about to come out, some badge of honor? Like, who's going to give us the honor that we just beat ourselves up to do something? If it's heavy, put it down. If you're tired, rest. If you need help, ask for support, or why not quit? Sometimes we don't quit enough. But I see conflict's a big concern for you. Your environment right now is you're worried about stepping on other people's toes or conflict. And I see that there is some things that you're just not happy with the scenario that's going on right now, and you kind of want to bring things back to the way they used to be. I have the Chariot card, which is a lot of intensity. You're trying to drive this horse straight, and it feels like it's going in every direction. But, and I just want to tell you, though, things are on your side. You've got the Star card, which is hope. You also have the Three of Wands. You're watching things, or if you're a watcher lately, keep paying attention, because the Wheel of Fortune and the Six of Wands, which is recognition and timing, which are both on your side. We have the Six of Pentacles, which means support is coming your way. So surprise, surprise. Either that, or this is charity. Someone's going to be giving to you. Either that, if you're the one that's the giver, you might have more to give. In either case, charity is part of the game. But look at the Star card. The Star card is Aquarius. It's hope. Okay, but we do in here have the King of Cups. The King of Cups talks to us about EQ. So your emotional intelligence is coming into play in these next few steps, especially with the conflict that's going on in the back row. But just remember, this is conflict in the back row. They're not conflict coming, they're conflict that you're coming out of. So just keep that in mind. Hopefully that's helpful to you. Let's pull one more card from the Divination of the Ancients and see what your Oracle card is for this week. They've been pretty spot on so far. Thank you for hanging out with me, though, while I pull these and shuffle a little bit. Please let me know where you are in the world, how you feel your reading went. Like, subscribe, and share. Get on my YouTube. This is where the readings are more consistent. It's hit or miss right now with Facebook and Instagram. So hit me up over there. It's where I'd love your company more anyway, and I would appreciate your support. Come on, play. All right, here we go, Aquarius. I think we're going to keep this one for you. Clouds, mystical. Are you paying attention to your spiritual side? Yesterday I was on Capricorn, and I really felt like I needed to pull 2 cards. I didn't feel like this was the only one that needs to come out. But mystical, are you playing with your spiritual practice? Did you think to pray? Prayer was coming up for, I think, Sagittarius, or maybe it was Scorpio. But did you think to pray? And are you giving any energy to your spiritual side? The moment we become a little wonky, you know, we go, what's the matter? Well, it's probably because we're out of our rhythms. If you're a church-going person or a scripture-reading person, or if you're a witchy person, where's your practice? Where's your ritual? Get yourself back to your ritual. I feel like I'm supposed to pull another card for you. And fate. All right. Okay, so here we go, Aquarius. I knew it. So your confirmation here, remember I said that the fate card, the Wheel of Fortune, was in play. That means fate time is on your side. So take a deep breath, rely on ritual, get back to your routine, do all the things that are good for you. And take a deep breath. I want to thank you for hanging out with me. I'll catch you on the flip side. I'll be right back with Pisces if you still want to hang out. But this time I think I'm going to go over to Instagram and give them a little love if you want to visit.